Okay, so the next thing I want to review is our domain 4, and I appreciate you doing your self-assessment and taking so much time, and I like that you took time and asked questions about it and gave your thoughts. I appreciate that very much. So as you know, you gave your self-assessment, and then us leaders put ours in there. And really, we're not going to talk about the ones that we were aligned on, and the celebration is we were aligned on a lot of them. And I think because we worked a lot together and the leadership has really supported the teachers so that we can have a dialogue throughout the year. But we will talk about the places where maybe we were misaligned, where we had a discrepant score. So the one that I really do want to talk about is 4.2b, professional development. You put yourself as a 2. You put yourself as a 3, and I scored you as a 2. And what it says for both is the 2 says the teacher applies learning gained from professional development activities and makes limited contributions to others or the profession. And a 3 is actively engages in professional development opportunities and strategically applies it into their practice, and the teacher willingly shares expertise with others. Now, I cannot say that you make limited contributions to others in the profession. I would never say that. You definitely give a lot more than that. Where I am now is really about, are you hitting all the places in the 3? And I think you're really, really close. So the one thing that I think you do really well is actively engage in professional development opportunities and apply the learning gained to your practice. Everything from being a part of the panel to going and observing other teachers, coaching other teachers, going to the CCSA conference, and coming back, and we were able to, after seeing that PD, able to see it in your observations, that you were applying the things that you were learning. And we saw that a lot, and we've talked about it a few times. Where I think I'm looking for now is to get you to that 3, is willingly shares expertise with others. Because I think it's more about that consistency. I know that you've come back from the conferences and said, I'd love to talk to the teachers about this. Or when we have a chance, when we did the TDS presentations, as part of the panel, I'd love to be a part of that conversation. What I'd love to see is next year, I'm thinking, bringing you on board to look at the PD scope and sequence and thinking, okay, where can you be that asset to that conversation? Where do you want to be a part of that planning and part of PD and the retreats and design your own PD? How can you support other teachers doing that? Because I think that's where the 3 really is for you, is moving to that willingly shares expertise. And I think throughout this year we saw opportunities where you did share, and then times where it didn't really make itself available. But I think that's where I can support you in that movement for next year. So I definitely think that you're way past that too. I would never say you limited contributions, but I think getting you into consistently really sharing your expertise, because you have a lot of things to share, other than just what you get from the PD, but I think you have a lot in terms of your practice. So that's kind of where I want to see you going. So that's kind of where I kept you at the 2, but you're really knocking on the door of that 3.
Okay. I think that, on top of every other type of thing that teachers are trying to juggle with, this one kind of got set off to the side a little bit, and I think it'd be really helpful to be integrated kind of with support from you, so it doesn't have to be me trying to do all of that on my own.
Right.
And I think it would really help to kind of be able to sit down and see where I can actually help, and it not be something that kind of gets forgotten, because I think on, grading tests and just,
right.
Every other thing, I feel like this kind of just got pushed off to the side, and I feel like if there's a way that I can kind of get that support from the beginning so it doesn't become a thing kind of that's tacked on at the end of the year, it would really help me kind of gain the ability to share the stuff that I know.
And I can appreciate that. I think anything that you can make systemic makes more sense. We know that you don't have a lot of free time, right? So you have a lot of these things that are happening. So how can we make it a part of the fabric of the things that you do as much as possible? And we definitely can commit to doing that, and that'll be part of the action steps going forward for next year.